Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sidelines. Now a chance to examine the rebounding numbers over the past months for him.
And those are some numbers that he can't be happy about. His rebounding totals have taken a dip over the past few months. He's got to get back to giving the kind of effort on the boards we were seeing from him earlier.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. They've got Porter. Aldridge is out there with Sabonis. Then it's Roy. And it's Wicks in at the 3 spot. And for the Nuggets, we've got Anthony. Abdul-Rauf is out there with Adams. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Vandeweghe in at the small forward position. And well over halfway into the season now, GA, how much have the rookies changed since the start of the season?
Kevin, most are completely different players, right? The foundation was there, but they know their role on the team, and it's more about refining their game than learning it.
Now, here's Sabonis. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots it. Doesn't go that time. Here's the Nuggets with the ball. Here's Abdul-Rauf. Here's Jokic. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Here's Wicks. Porter finds Sabonis. Double team Sabonis. And that one is off. Anthony, the pass to Vandeweghe. Jokic with it. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Here's Anthony. Hits the jumper. Anthony's got the first points of the night for the Nuggets.
And Anthony scores it in a variety of ways. He's especially confident close to the rim.
Roy from outside. Good on the three-point shot.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Here's Abdul-Rauf. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. Jokic sets the screen for Anthony. Off target from three-point range.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Jokic against Sabonis. Down low, here's Aldridge. That falls. Nice feed that time from Sabonis.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Abdul-Rauf the pass to Jokic. Adams outside. Pass to Jokic to the middle. Adams' shot is good.
Oh, my goodness. How about the vision this young man has? Jokic showing off his versatility there.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Portland Trailblazers. Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt. And they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
Sabonis gets the bucket. Here's Abdul-Rauf. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. Drops in the tray. Anthony's got 5.
And Melo can hit this shot, especially when given that amount of room.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. And you'd think the Nuggets would get to the line a lot more, but Stan, over the last few years, that has not been the case.
Well, part of that is they don't force anything. They work for open looks. They're not trying to bait you into fouls.
A moment here to see some stats for Sabonis. Some nice work from him over the last 10 games. Averaging 17 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. But you look at the rebound totals, and it's a big part of what he does for this team.
Everybody has their strengths, Easy to see that rebounding is his, and he is honed in on it.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Aldridge with a screen on Jokic. Aldridge kicks to Porter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Adams. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. The Trailblazers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Takes the 13-footer, and that one's good by Porter.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Pass to Jokic. Tries from 10. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Porter passes to Sabonis. A steal, and pushing it up. Here's Denver. Shot's good by Abdul Rauf.
It almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
Pass to Wicks. Here is Porter. Aldridge with a screen on Abdul Rauf. And Porter, here we go. A shot missing. Good defense by Jokic.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Vandeweghe. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
A terrific pass from Melo. Solid job of just finding his teammates when they're open.
Murray's checked in for the Nuggets. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Thompson's checked in.
At the line for Denver. Find the lane. Find the lane. One shot.
And looking back, Coach, how great was it to see the Nuggets win their first title back in 2023?
One of the great NBA stories, Kevin. It was huge. It was a moment years in the making. That championship meant so much to the city of Denver and its fans.
Now, here's Porter. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Pocket 2 for Murray, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Porter's got his second bucket. Murray outside. Pass to Vandeweghe. Here's Abdul Rauf. He's covered by Roy. Murray looking around. Denver needs to get off his shot. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Thompson sets the pick for Porter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
First one falls for him. And Porter drops them both.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Porter against Murray. Anthony left side. A shake. And slam dunk by Anthony.
Wow, there's no shortage of style to Anthony's game. Give him the chance, and he'll put on the show.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Portland Trailblazers. They trail by 1. And Thompson kicks to Porter. Back to Thompson. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
For Portland, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
2 shots.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here's Anthony, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
He's so versatile on the floor. Anthony showing his strength in the paint.
The Nuggets have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And he knocks down the first one.
A physical guy, Anthony, might have to get used to these trips to the line.
Both free throws good from Anthony. Portland trailing here. Outside Porter. Outside Roy. Here's Sabonis. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and lays it in. Sabonis has got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's Anthony. Takes it inside.
And what a take from Anthony, using his athleticism on that one.
The Trailblazers have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Outside Porter. Thompson sets the pick for Porter. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Portland shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. Jamal Murray, he's checked in for Denver. Free throw good, Porter. And here is Murray. Really played well against Phoenix in his last outing. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Last time against the Trailblazers, they lost in Portland.
Yeah, and what a gut wrencher it was for them last time they met. Ended up on the losing side in that one.
And Portland making a change here. Let's see some of the numbers here for him.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. They trail by 1. Jokic with this screen on Thompson. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Baseline try. Nice D from Sabonis.
Well, he can't get anything to go right now. It's time to look at affecting the game in other ways.
Wicks passes to Roy. Here's Wicks. That's Jokic with the rebound.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
And Anthony gets it to go.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Pass to Wicks. Now Roy, 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Denver in the lead. Vandeweghe passes to Murray. Picked his pocket. Puts one up from 19. That's good on the jump shot.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
Now here's Murray. Still without a basket. Shot's good by Anthony.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Thompson, a screen on Murray. Comes up empty down low. Denver's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Pass to Anthony. Now Jokic, defended by Sabonis. And again, it's Denver.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
Looking at Portland, they took a win in their last game against the Timberwolves at Target Center. Here's Wicks. The jump hook. Another shot. And Sabonis lays it up and in. Sabonis has got 7.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Murray, the pass to Anthony. And Thompson sends it back. Here's Wicks. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. Sabonis, the pass to Roy. For Murray and Brandon Roy. The bucket on the assist by Sabonis. Roy's got his second bucket of the night.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
This young man has no fear. Anthony will go right at the defender if he has to.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Both free throws good from Anthony. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Nurkic, a screen on Abdul Rauf. Porter passes to Nurkic. Lays it up and banks it in.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Murray with it. Nothing on the board. Inside. Pass to Abdul Rauf. Floats one up, and that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. Carmelo Anthony getting it done for the Nuggets. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. We've got more in store for you right after this. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
As a coach, what were some of your favorite parts, Stan, of life on the road?
Well, Kevin, we get treated really well on the road in the NBA. I mean, you travel on great charters. People take care of your bags. You stay in great hotels. But my favorite part of being on the road was when we were on our way home. Easier to win at home, family at home. That was the favorite part of it.
How about the bonding experience that a lot of coaches talk about when you're out there kind of alone against the forces, just you and your team?
Well, I definitely think players bond on trips like that because they're not going in different directions. They team to spend time together. I don't think any of them ever wanted to spend time with me.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers, we've got Thompson. Porter is out there with Kersey, and it's Steele in at the 3. The Nuggets making a switch here. Murray's checked in. And G drops them both. Portland trailing here. Outside, Porter. Thompson sets the pick for Porter. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Nugget shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Chandler with a screen from Murray. From outside, off the mark. Last outing for Denver, they won that game against the Suns. To the inside, here's Thompson. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Thompson's got it all tied up now for Portland. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
And those are the games you need as a squad. Proving to yourself you can go win in a hostile environment.
Outside, Porter. Thompson, a screen on Abdul Rauf. From past the arc. Chandler with the rebound.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
Murray outside. Chandler with a screen for Murray. Oh, good with the triple.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pass to Kersey. Portland moving the ball around. Thompson, a screen on Murray. Steele passes to Thompson. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
And let's see some numbers here on Jamal Murray. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's averaging 11 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. Just a fantastic scorer off the bench. Always a factor in every game he plays.
Yeah, look, you need that kind of punch off the bench. Someone who can help shoulder the offensive load.
Adams, he's checked in for Murray. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for the Trailblazers. To the paint, and stolen by Aldridge. Porter against Abdul Rauf. Porter passes to Thompson. Out left to the wing. Drills the three-pointer. And the Trailblazers lead by 1. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Here's Murray. Sinks that one from the post.
Well, every defense gives extra attention to Murray, but they still have trouble keeping him under control.
Now Porter. 9 points in the game so far. Clock at 6. Here's Steele. Right wing. Outside Porter. Down low. Aldridge. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Murray outside. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. To the middle and stolen by Aldridge. Murray against Porter. And now that we have a moment, let's see the best free throw shooting teams in the NBA. The Nuggets third.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
The first one falls. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
Carmelo Anthony is checked in for the Nuggets. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
And here's a look at stats for Adams. This last month, he has been a real positive for this team. And he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And yeah, he's one of the dead-eye sharpshooters in the game for sure. A top 5 percentage guy from deep. Just a hard man to slow down. Murray outside. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Chandler, no good. Portland leading by 3. And Roy, here we go. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one's on Anthony.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Portland.
Well, I'm seeing that their second chance points are exactly what every coach wants to see. Hustling on the offensive glass to convert every possession they can.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
And so he makes both from the line. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Porter against Adams. Anthony looking it over. Puts the move on. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Yeah, and it seems to come naturally to Anthony. He just finds ways to score with consistency.
Steal. He's covered by Murray. Thompson in the corner. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Chin. Portland, they have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
That free throw good from Thompson. And he makes both free throws. Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, look, I loved being around the game. And so 2 things happened that drove me into coaching. Number one, I loved baseball and I couldn't hit one, so that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way, so if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way in your interest there.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps. Terrific score. Shot clock at 3. Steal. And the 3 off target. The Nuggets trail by 3. Murray dishes to Adams. Outside Anthony.
Trailblazers foul. LaMarcus Aldridge. That's his second personal foul.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
You know, when you look at his numbers this season, he's had a respectable number, 77%.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. Jokic has checked in for Jamal Murray. And he's good on the second. And it's Porter with the ball for Portland. Aldridge up on top. Back to Porter. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Porter. Trains it from beyond the arc. Porter's got the lead up to 5 now for the Trailblazers.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. And the Nuggets making a change here. Murray's checked in. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Look at the Trailblazers. They're down at the 7th position right now. Decent start to the season, but they're looking to make a move. And, of course, Denver. They're just sitting one spot down right on their heels.
And, you know, for the Nuggets, this season has been much more of a grind for them than anyone expected. They've only been a shadow of the team that was so dominant a year ago.
Yeah, honestly, guys, we expected a lot more from them. They've had a lot of things go wrong this year.
Anthony's shot is off.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Aldridge a screen. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Jamal Murray. The Trailblazers have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one misses. G's checked in for the Nuggets. Good on the second free throw. Here's Adams. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Pass to Jokic. over Aldridge. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Jokic.
And loving the aggressiveness inside by Jokic. Fantastic with his understanding of when to look to score.
Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Aldridge with a screen on Adams. Clock at 4. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Tries yet again. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Jokic. This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And examining his numbers this season, we can see that he's been an exceptional free throw shooter, right around 85.
First free throw is good.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
And so LaMarcus Aldridge nails them both. And Denver has possession. They trail by 6. Anthony, the pass to Jokic. And Wicks pulls it down. Wicks has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Pass to Aldridge. Over Anthony. And that one's good by Aldridge. Aldridge has got the lead up to 8 now for the Trailblazers. And Adams has got the ball here for Denver. Outside Anthony. Back to Adams. Pass to G. Takes the 3. And Wicks pulls it down. Wicks has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Commissioner Silver has been direct. The NBA is hoping for more competitive All-Star games. They've said as much before, but last year's high-scoring All-Star game did precede the league's not-so-subtle move to cut down on foul calls and allow for more defense overall. They are trying to get it right. Kevin?
And it couldn't be a great game without defense, so we like the direction. DA, thank you. And so here's Denver. 9-point game. Now here's Adams. Pass to Anthony. Jokic inside. Aldridge on him. The offensive rebound. Jokic on the follow.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And here's Roy. 5 points in the game. Aldridge a screen. 6 to shoot. Jokic with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. G passes to Murray. And Adams kicks to G.
2 minutes.
Murray outside. The 3. And here's Jokic outside. Another miss by Jokic.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
There's 1:40 left in the first half. And it's Aldridge, top of the key. To the inside. Here's Wicks. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. Wicks has got his second bucket of the game to go. Adams, the pass to G. There's the lob to the hoop. Intercepted. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Team is in the penalty. Nuggets foul. Jamal Murray. That's his second personal foul. Team is in the penalty. Shooting for Portland. Number 13. Taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Sabonis is checked in. He doesn't get the second one. The Nuggets trail by 10. 1:04 left in the second quarter. Pass to Anthony. Here's Vandeweghe. Here's Jokic. He's got 6, 5 to shoot.
And you can see the feel from Jokic, an incredible passer for his size.
51 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Wicks. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Pass to Roy. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Roy. Inside, shot clock at 6. Here's Abdul Rauf. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Now here's Roy. He's guarded closely. Here's Wicks. Pass to Aldridge. Over Jokic. A nice shot by Aldridge. Aldridge has got the lead up to 10 now for Portland. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
And you know, for that matchup against the Lakers, playing the team everyone has to go through in the West. But if you win that one, you can say, we beat the best. Don't sleep on us. These are the kind of games that define your season.
Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the Portland Trailblazers.
They've been great on the boards. Once these guys establish the position, it's hard to root them out, yeah, Shaq.
Tough physical approach. We'll see if adjustments are made on the other side to try and counter that. That's what you were going to say, wasn't it, Shaq?
Yeah, I was asleep. I'm sorry, Ernie.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop it.
The Nuggets trail by 10. Anthony is out there with Jokic. Then there's Abdul Rauf, and it's Adams in at the 2 guard. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Here's Jokic. Drilled from 11 feet out. Jokic has got the opening bucket to start the second half for Denver.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
To the paint, Aldridge. And Aldridge slams it in.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
Carmelo Anthony taking 2 shots.
He's off on the first. And he sinks the second. Trailblazers leading by 9. And a minute played as the second half gets going.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Portland, Roy at the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing. And the second free throw, good. Second half just getting started, about a minute played. Adams with it. Outside Anthony. Back to Adams. Denver passing it around. Pass to Jokic. Jokic makes it look easy inside.
Look at how Jokic keeps his composure, even against the physicality inside.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. On the wing, Porter. Abdul-Rauf covering. 6 to shoot. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Porter. For 3, Roy. Denver grabs the miss. Abdul-Rauf kicks to Adams. Pass to Jokic to the inside. Got a piece of it. Porter against Adams. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Porter. Aldridge up on top. Here's Roy. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. The Nuggets trail by 8. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Porter against Adams. Jokic with his screen on Porter. Adams' shot is good.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
Abdul-Rauf against Porter. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Roy dishes to Aldridge. Over Anthony. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Now that we have a moment, let's see who have been the top assist teams in the league this season. The Nuggets third.
And a team that shares the ball will create opportunities for the right player to score.
2 shots.
And the first one drops. And so LaMarcus Aldridge nails them both.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Nice game. Great performance by LaMarcus Aldridge.
And he's just attacking the rim with force here. They need to try and deny him the ball in the paint to keep him away from the basket. Let's take a look here at the numbers for Porter. He's been dominant over the last month. He's getting around 16 points a game, 9 assists, and 3 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, he gives you something to build around night after night. Reliability is huge in this league.
Denver with the ball. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Anthony against Aldridge. Some solid defense from Aldridge.
And they continue to control the glass.
The baseline J. And he drops that one in. Porter's got 16.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
Here's Jokic. And another miss by Denver. Trailblazers leading by 9. Now Porter, 16 points for him. Aldridge down low. Adams defending. Here's Anthony. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And that's the thing about Anthony. He can already score any way you like.
And the free throw stats there, 6 of 8 shooting, so 75% so far.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for one, Carmelo Anthony.
For Portland, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Roy passes to Porter. Down low. Here's Aldridge. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one's on Anthony. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Portland.
Well, I love how aggressive they've been. They've been taking it right into contact, and then they're going to the line and converting.
And, you know, another thing that's really been working for them tonight is the mid-range. They're having no problem finding shots in that area.
And the first one at the line is good. Good on both. Here's Abdul Rauf. To the wing right side. Anthony, the pass to Abdul Rauf. Sabonis with the steal. Right side, Roy. Outside, Sabonis. Aldridge with a screen on Jokic. Aldridge kicks to Porter. Here's Wicks. Back to Roy. Just 4 to shoot. Over Adams. Roy with the bucket. Roy's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And a moment to see numbers for Jokic. And he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And he's a top 10 rebounder this year for good reason. He's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the entire game. That's good from Anthony. And both free throws good for Anthony. Now here's Porter. 16 points for him. Now a timeout called by Portland. You're looking at the list of the NBA's top shooters from behind the arc for the past month. Sabonis feeling it out a bit. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
And here is Anthony. 32 points in the game. Driving to the basket. Can't cash in from close range.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, last season, a full 14 teams finished with between 46 and 51 wins, with plenty of teams in the picture. Adam Silver is thrilled with the level of competition. He says, I think what fans ultimately want is to see great competition across the league. Kevin, it's certainly fun to watch.
It is, David. Bring it on, I say. The more, the better. Trailblazers leading by 12. Wicks passes to Porter. Outside Roy. Pass to Sabonis. Clock at 6. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. Murray's checked in for Adams. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Thompson, he's checked in for Aldridge. And Murray's got the ball here for the Nuggets. Pass to Anthony. Over Thompson. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Anthony. Porter with it. He's got 16. Off the left rim and out. Nuggets have gone to even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Here's Abdul-Rauf. Good, nice job down low. Abdul-Rauf's got it back down to single digits for Denver. And for Portland, they're shooting indicative of smooth offensive play. Up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor. Now, here's Roy. 8 points for him. Here's Wicks. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Roy. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Anthony. For Denver, they've gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Murray against Porter. And there's Sabonis. That's good on the assist by Porter. Sabonis has got 11.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look. Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Now here's Porter. 16 points for him. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
At the line for the Blazers, Porter. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Porter. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
The Nuggets trail by 10. Denver calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Jamal Murray. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's around 10 points per game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And with his skill set on the offensive end, he is such a threat on the floor.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy that makes life easier for his teammates. He demands so much defensive attention.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball, trailing by 10. Jokic sets the screen for Murray. Pass to Vandeweghe. Stripped away. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Here's Roy. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got his 5th assist in this one.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Now here's Murray. Here's Abdul-Rauf. Pass to Chandler. 4 on the shot clock. Over Thompson. Chandler, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Roy passes to Thompson. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Roy kicks to Porter. Roy against Abdul-Rauf. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Pass to Murray. Chandler with the screen on Porter. To the middle. Sabonis with the steal. And now Portland on the break. Roy dishes to Thompson. And he banks in the layup. Thompson's got 8 points.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
A minute 42 left in the third. And he drives in. He muscles it in and through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
And with numbers like this, how about 87% on the year? He's been somebody they love having at the line.
And the Nuggets making a change here. G's checked in. .139 left here in the third quarter. Outside Porter. Thompson, a screen on Abdul-Rauf. And that one's good by Porter.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Porter against Abdul-Rauf. Outside for Murray. There's the steal. on the wing. Porter, 21 points in the game, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Great shooting for him at the foul line tonight, 7 of 7.
And what a performance he's put in at the free throw line.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And the Nuggets making a change here. Adams checked in, and the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Aldridge is checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Adams. 5 points in the game. Murray outside. 46 seconds left to play in the third. And here is Adams. Shot clock at 5. And there's Murray on the assist by Adams. Adams has got 3 assists tonight.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to float.
Outside, Porter. Pass to Aldridge. Double team on Aldridge. Thompson sets the pick for Porter. No good on the 3. Chandler the pass to Adams. And so it's Portland looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Trailblazers leading by 13. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth. Aldridge is out there with Thompson. Then it's Roy. And it's Steele in at the 3 spot.
That's his second personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Portland, LaMarcus Aldridge. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Both free throws good from Aldridge. And Adams has got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. 15-point game. Here's Murray. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And with the defender in his face, Murray is fearless.
Outside Roy. Six on the shot clock. The 3. Rebound by the Nuggets. Chandler's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And it's Portland with the rebound. Aldridge has got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Roy. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Offline from the high post. The Nuggets trail by 13. Anthony dishes to Adams. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Aldridge has got 6 rebounds in the game. Out to the right wing. Thompson, a screen on Adams. No good that time. Good work defensively by Anthony. Denver's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Here's Adams. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Outside Roy. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Roy. Going inside. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Wide open look here for Murray, and it's off from 3-point range. Trailblazers leading by 13. Outside Roy. Aldridge with a screen on Murray. Here's Roy. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Pass to G. Back to Adams. Anthony sets the pick for Adams. That 3 off the mark. For Portland, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Goes up on the wing and off the glass. That one's good. Aldridge has got 4 points this quarter. The Nuggets trail by 17. And Adams kicks to Murray. Fourth quarter of play and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Here's Anthony. Good D by Thompson. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Here's Roy. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his 4th personal
It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
2nd team foul. At the line for the Blazers, Roy taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Roy. Several teams changing it up here. That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
Adams, the pass to Vandeweghe. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Outside Roy. Aldridge a screen. The shot. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And here's Chandler, who brings it up for Denver. Trailing by 19. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And the Nuggets with some changes. Jokic, he's checked in for Anthony. And it's Abdul Rauf in for Jamal Murray. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Assisted.
And the Trailblazers lead by 21. Here's Abdul Rauf. Jokic a screen. Abdul Rauf the pass to Jokic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his 3rd personal.
And the NBA coach has made sure franchises can't sell their future via draft picks in a trade. What do you think of that?
I think it was probably a good idea because, you know, all of us, coaches, maybe even more than GMs, but organizations get to a point that you want to win so badly in the present that you're willing to just sacrifice the future, and that can lead to some very bad teams down the road, and the NBA doesn't want that.
Yeah, and we've seen that. You're right. A lot of examples. And Jokic drops them both.
At just about 7 feet, Nikola Jokic has unreal skill, a great passer, insane feel for the game. This big man from Serbia will be a force for years to come.
Outside, Porter. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Porter. A three-pointer off the mark. The Nuggets trail by 19. Pass to Jokic. The Nuggets moving the ball around. It's blocked. Porter with it. Here's Aldridge. Here's Wicks. Rebounded by Vandeweghe. Denver's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. From about 16, and the jumper is on the mark.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Trailblazers leading by 17. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Porter. Takes a three. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Chandler. Jamal Murray, he's checked in for Denver. The Trailblazers shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. Their offense not doing their best work of late. Outside, Porter. Pass to Wicks. Clock at 6. Sabonis' screen on Abdul Rauf. Porter. And again, it's the Trailblazers missing. The Nuggets trail by 17. Chandler, the pass to Murray. Here's Vandeweghe. To the inside. Here's Chandler. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That's his 3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul. At the line for 2, Wilson Chandler.
And the first one drops. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Denver. Adams comes in for Murray. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Porter. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Roy. Porter's got 25 points.
And he'll take it right into the teeth of the D without thinking twice about it.
Adams taking his time here. Jokic against Sabonis. Jokic kicks to Adams. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Well, he was scuffling with this shot in the first half, but since the break, he's been putting it all together.
Outside, Porter. Here's Sabonis. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The Nuggets trail by 18, and Jokic throws it down.
At nearly 7 feet tall, Jokic is a major threat inside, especially that close to the rim.
Out to the right wing. Jokic against Sabonis. Just 5 on the clock. Over Jokic. Denver grabs the miss. Anthony's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Adams. Back to Anthony. Jokic with it. Defended by Sabonis. And Jokic throws it down.
Well, it's not what he's known for, but Jokic can throw it down when the chance presents itself.
Aldridge with a screen on Adams. And it's Aldridge, top of the key. Outside Roy. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Porter. Drilled from 11 feet out. Porter's got 27. Timeout called. Nuggets. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, LaMarcus Aldridge.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Well, he needed a game like this badly. He's been struggling for a while now, but tonight he broke out of that slump in style. The Nuggets trail by 16. Here's Vandeweghe. Fires at the elbow. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
Porter looking it over. Outside, Sabonis. Shot clock at 6. Back to Porter. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 8 rebounds in this game. Anthony with the screen on Porter. Adams outside. Sabonis grabs the board. And so it's Sabonis who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Sabonis. Pass to Aldridge. Roy with it. Up top, Porter. Now here's Roy. Add another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%. The Nuggets trail by 16. Here's Vandeweghe. And here's Anthony from the arc. The shot, no good.
Might be time for a little different approach. His shot hasn't been falling here in the second half.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Trailblazers.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And now, on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for LaMarcus Aldridge.
And he found a way to leave his mark on every facet of the game. His activity and energy were huge factors.
Denver's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Murray outside. Inside, Cooper. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And it's important that Murray looks to set up his teammates. Nice pass there.
Pass to Kersey. Steal. He's covered by Murray. 6 to shoot. Steal passes to Thompson. Elbow shot is on the way. Denver grabs the miss. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Barton dishes to Murray. Down low, the kick out to Barton. Shot from free throw range. He doesn't hit that one. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So now for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, LaMarcus Aldridge.